just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. On the set. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Let's go. Throwing right away on the game's first play. He's got the tight end there. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the ground, here's the rookie out of Arkansas. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. Tonight's start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Bills' 1st down.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. 10-60, 10-18, right here.
Here's Willis. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. The RPO, that one is complete, and he is out of bounds. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on, go!
Willis will find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, go, go. Cowboy. Ready,
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
The tackle by Mike. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
ready up. Ready. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on third and 3? That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal.
Get it. Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
Willis now to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Got it. Ready. Warriors 70.
Throwing, Willis. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. That one is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
To begin the drop. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, 18.
On first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On third down, here's Blue. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A A gain there of 20. Good for a Jets first down.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only did they pick up the first down, they picked up a huge gain.
Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Handoff here, up the middle. Iomatic only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. Short throw, that pulled in by Nair. And he's going to be marked short of that first down. How do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time, 4th down.
Here we go. 18, rush.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like the defense got a head start there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
79. Hawk 70. Hawk tracking 60.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. On the run to the right. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New York. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Step. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing, Willis. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
Willis to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. James Pierce in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing is Willis. That's a... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. To him on first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. Open space inside the 10. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Pistol snap to Willis. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. Willis now to throw. He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And it is caught, but he's out of bounds. Would have been the first down, but he could not stay in. As the so they're going to turn this over on down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Third down and 9. They run straight ahead with Blue. Inside the 30. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, New York. It's his second touchdown of the year. Santos good on the extra point. And the Jets move out in front by the score of 17-3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. But dangerous Miko Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now, faking the give. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Here's Willis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Willis. A pass. Caught by Saquon. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. To throw is Willis. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. James Pierce in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Let's go now.
Willis. He's got Loveland free left side. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Third down and 9.
18, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw, here's Willis. That'll be taken in by Barker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Willis now to throw. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on fourth, so they give the ball over on down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got the tight end man. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready up.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Tracking 60.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, they run the counter, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. Next 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Great job by this Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Come on. Throwing, Willis. No chance at all. He'll go down. Jack Campbell. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year. Throwing now from the gun. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Willis to throw. He's got Douglas going deep. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the 1st down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll lose big yardage on this one, trying to get to the edge. Instead, steps out of bounds well behind the line.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended, takes a big loss.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Go! Panthers 60. Panthers, go!
They'll try to run. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over. On down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. As they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Bronco switch.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 9-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, here's the zone read. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Set to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. No chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your me click. What's up, 40? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your